How's everybody doing? Okay, my name is Sankar. I'm from India. Just moved to London 6 months ago, and I work in a bank. So friends call me Shankar the Wanker Banker. You're gonna find out soon why. Actually, I got some people from work as well. In fact, my boss is here too, you know, and I'm pretty shit at my job. So I thought might as well invite him, you know, he might give me a promotion at least if he thinks I'm funny. So I get to travel in the tube a lot, and I'm quite amazed at some of the excuses they come up with for suspending service. You know, like engineering words, signal failure, person on the train. Person on the train? I mean, are people so miserable in this country that suicide is a contagious disease? I mean, in India, right? They don't even bother. I mean, you see the train drivers? They carry buckets with them all the time. Like, let's say he's driving the train, and somebody comes into the train, he goes, "Oh, just another depressed motherfucker." So he stops the train, picks up the buckets, you know, picks up the remains, fills up his bucket, puts it on the side. The dogs take care of the rest. I know, right? I had a friend who used to love roadkill. Seriously, true story. Come on, give me another. Come on. Fuck, I can't even understand my own handwriting. Yeah. For some reason, people think I'm a ladies' man. Wonder why. But there was a point in my life when I was anything but a ladies' man. In fact, I was so scared of women, I used to like categorize them in the form of snakes. You see, yeah, agree with me. Have you seen the kind of women, you know, that they go to bars and clubs like all dressed up, like wearing next to nothing, you know, they're walking like they own the world, but anytime a guy so much as comes near to them, they like shoot them down, like, get away from me, get away from me. Yeah, king cobras. And then you have these kind of women just keep going chatting, like, and they just cannot stop talking. Rattlesnakes. Then you have the women who are like sitting like, you know, stealthily in the corner of the bar, you know, sipping a drink, looking for the next unsuspecting rich guy to come, you know, so that she can like squeeze him for all his worth. Fucking anacondas. So, yeah, I was living in Spain for a couple of years before I moved to London. And I used to love the way men and women greet each other in Spain, you know? I loved it. I mean, like a hug and 2 kisses every time I meet a girl. That's awesome. I mean, I'm from India, right? I mean, to get to that stage with a girl, I have to work her for 3 months. And then I moved to London, and I was very disappointed with English girls, I gotta tell you. I mean, you gotta shake their hand every time you talk to them. They're so boring. Except, of course, when they're drunk, they go for your crotch straight away. Yeah, I've been traveling a lot lately, and one thing I've noticed that always happens to me on a consistent basis is like I get randomly selected for special security at the airports. Wow, if I'm that lucky, I should fucking buy the lottery or something. So at first I was a little bit angry, even embarrassed about it. And then I realized it's not such a bad thing after all, you know? I get to avoid the huge queue all the time. I mean, the guy's very polite, he carries all the valuables for me in the tray. I mean, I'm pretty much asked to strip naked, I get a rub down, you know? Not to mention free healthcare. I'm sure I'm not gonna die of prostate cancer. And if you've been to the States lately, you know, have you ever filled out an application form for the US visa? Yeah. You know, you have this section at the end which says, if you answer yes to any of these questions, you're fucked. You know? You have questions like, yeah, have you taken training in weapons of mass destruction? Have you ever smuggled drugs across international borders? Do you believe you're gonna fuck 72 virgins after you die? You know, I think as much as terrorism is a big problem in the States, so is pedophilia. So I'd like to add one more question to that list. Are you a Catholic priest? What the fuck does he mean? Ah, earthquake. Did you guys enjoy the earthquake a couple of weeks ago? I know I did. Like I was in bed and my bed started shaking. I felt like, you know, Mother Earth herself was like rocking my cradle or something. And then a week later, the exact same thing happened. My bed started shaking. And I woke up, I was all terrified. I mean, I thought like my house was haunted or something. I looked around. I took a deep breath. That's when it hit me. There was no earthquake. My house wasn't haunted. It was the chicken vindaloo I had for dinner. I like to watch a lot of sports on TV. You know, I watch like cricket, football, basketball. But since when did darts become a sport? The other day I was watching Premier League darts. I mean, when you look at the guys playing darts on TV, you can't help but feel that it's a way for beer-guzzling couch potatoes to get a chance at sport. So I'm thinking, while we're at it, why don't we just have an Olympics for couch potatoes? You know, I'm imagining what the triathlon will look like. You see, you start off with a game of darts, play for like 3 hours, 4 hours, and then you straight away transition to a game of PlayStation. You play like 5, 6 hours continuously. And then comes, folks, the main event, the premier event that everybody's waiting for. Yeah, you guessed it. And that's why people call me Shankar the Wanker Banker. Thank you, you've been a great audience.